You're about to see something that you've never seen before. Look at this beautiful Stark Seeds catalog from 1926. I found this in my travels, antiquing, and estate sailing, but within lies something even more exciting, and that is a free pack of seeds. There seemed to be a decent amount, maybe 10, 15, I can't exactly see through the light, but I think enough that I can do some experiments in germination. And I am not just some random guy doing germination. I actually have a PhD in plant science. So this is right up my alley, and I would really like to focus on reviving this specific pack of seeds, if even possible. Now, they are claiming that this is a new improved Norton variety, so the original variety being Norton. And when I look at other Stark seed catalogs from the time, I had a hard time figuring out if this was a new variety exclusive to them or if they're just renaming Norton for their own purposes. But if we look at this clipping, it states that the Norton proved itself in wilt-infested ground in worst afflicted states like Ohio, Virginia, Illinois, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and elsewhere. By growing our test tomatoes under severest conditions, we succeeded in developing an even better and improved strain of Norton, which they are claiming is called Stark's Blight Resister. So this should be blight and wilt resistant. By that, those are two fungal diseases that are very annoying even to this day for tomatoes and many other plants. Now, I have a plan. It is a plan of plans. Let me show you the plan. Now, the reason this is so interesting to me is that this variety can't be found anymore, at least in my quick research. I don't know what happened to it. I should be able to purchase it. You can get the Norton, and you can get its parent, which is the stone tomato. And I really don't see a way of finding this seed. Maybe someone out there has it, and that'd be great. But regardless, we are going to attempt to germinate these and resurrect or restore them. Did you see that? Wow. Anyways, I have a plan. This is the plan. These 4 petri dishes contain agar gels. Okay, look at the jelliness. Very gel. It is a growth medium for at least seed germination. These 4 with the G contain gibberellic acid or gibberellic acid, depending on who you are talking to. It is right here. It is a growth hormone that is going to help stimulate germination for these essentially 100-year-old seeds. And within these 4, I'm going to soak the seeds in 1 seed in tea. 1 seed is going to get a gibberellic acid soak. 1 is going to get a nice nitrogen soak. And then I'm not going to bleach one of them and just put it directly in here. I need to bleach all of the seeds except for the ones where I state I don't, because there could be disgusting juice on it or some other bacteria or fungal or whatever on it that's going to allow this to turn into one of those high school bacteria petri dish experiments, which we don't want because that's not going to help germination. These are the exact same type of agar gel, just without the gibberellic acid, and the same for treatments. That's just in case the gibberellic acid does something that we don't want. And these ones are going to be very simple. Just straight filter paper, or like a paper towel, and water, like a normal human. And this would just be soil. And I will give it a gibberellic acid soak just to help it. But that'll be probably the closest to just a normal, put the seed in the soil. This is the best shot, I think, of getting these to germinate. Tomato seeds are not really known for their longevity, so I don't have the highest of hopes in the world, but if we get something, this will be incredibly amazing, in my opinion. And I'm really hoping that this does the job. The only thing now is to get started. I will do the soaking off camera and plant them in, and we shall wait and see. These will all be chillaxed at 25 Celsius, just to promote even more germination if possible. I have contacted Stark to see if they have this variety, and I didn't get a response. So maybe someone knows somebody there that could help find the secrets of the lost variety, but if not, we're going to give it a shot right now. Let the extraction begin. This is high anxiety. This hasn't been opened in 100 years. Since this is a 1926 catalog, I'm assuming this is at earliest a 1925 plant that gave you these seeds. Now, I'm not sure where these seeds were kept or how they were kept. You know, if these were exposed to something deleterious to their germination, I would never know. Maybe these were already, maybe this was soaked in water, or someone spilt acetone on it, or left it outside in their catalog unheated garage. I don't know. But I would like to know how to safely do this, because I think I'm just cutting the actual paper. Not what all right, well, let's just go for it. All right, well, that's been just a fabulous success. No one's better at opening 100-year-old seed packs than me, I guess. Okay. Viewing. High anxiety. Oh, they look good. Oh my God. There's a clump of scum. I don't know. That's not good. I'm not going to germinate all of these. I'm going to leave some for future science to deal with if it truly is the last. Ooh, that's not good. The last of its kind. I'll select the best here and start soaking. Okay, it's a day later. Things have been soaking in their appropriate soak media. And I just give a little dunk in some heavily diluted bleach, and we will place each one where it needs to go. Next up, tea. These are looking pretty good. I want to get it. There we go. And just repeat 1,000 times. Okay, the final two. One is just, no, let's do this one first. Just a quick soak in the bleach, because I don't trust the non-bleachies. And you can go right in there. This is literally just soil from outside. Now I'm ruining it. All the bleach action. Wet the filter papier. Oh God, that's possibly too much. Wet the soil. Not too wet. Just wet enough. That's too wet. I'll keep this adequately moist, like I do many other things in life, and move it to the lower section. These don't fit very well. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, see you soon. Did you know that I know things that you don't know? And not only that, I've probably forgotten more than you'll ever remember about anything. Because I am the world's greatest plant scientist ever to be born in the history of the world, okay? Look, I have created micrograss. You've never even seen grass like this, okay? Some of the best grass in the world. Now, in all seriousness, it's been 3 weeks, believe it or not. Put these back on the table here, which has poisoned the paper, but that's not a main issue. As you can see, we do have some bacteria and fungal growth because my sanitization is no bueno, apparently. And there's a collection of several assorted disgustingnesses. So I'm not going to breathe or eat any of this. So don't do that if you're thinking about doing that. But almost all of these seeds have some sort of red or orangey bacteria or fungus. Potentially concerning. Is this the new COVID? Nobody will know. We'll find out when this releases. But I do have something of interest. Let me show you. Come forth. Come forth. Okay, if we have a look at old Gibby G here, now if you recall, this is gibberellic acid soaking in a gibberellic acid impregnated agar solution. We have this. Oh my God. Right now, please do ignore the giant hole in here because some unnamed child dropped a Polly Pocket in there, and that's what we call true perfect science. Okay, since I brought these in on my heat mat inside my house, that allowed the tiny hands to touch it. Regardless, I am seeing the sprout. You see the sprout. We're all seeing the sprout. I'm very excited about this sprout. And I need to transfer this very delicately to some nice soil here. If I fail now, or if this disgustingness, which is a faint yellow over this whole thing, infects this, then great sadness for everyone. But I think it should be okay. I'm moving it to a sanitary soil, like completely, but it's all gross. Oh my God, Eric, don't do this. Oh yeah, don't clean the little grabby things. Oh my God, what is this? Extractions. Okay, into the Solino. Oh my God, make a little tiny, get this stick out of here. No, you need to go down. I kind of want this to point down. There we go. Thank you. If this is like the last remaining plant on Earth and a Polly Pocket ruins it. Very delicate. Exquisitely delicate. What are you? I don't like you as a soil medium. I've pre-soaked the soil just enough to not be an issue. Okay. Okay. I'll see you back in a few weeks with either me crying or not. Okay, now believe it or not, upon closer inspection, you can see that. You can see that little whiteness beside the grass. I think something might be going on in just the soil. It's possible that's the little radical popping out. I'm going to leave it in this soil so it seems to be happy. This grass doesn't need to be here, so we can remove that. But this is potentially very exciting. We might have double the options. I don't know. It looks odd. It looks very odd, not what I'm used to, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'll let you know. Look at it. Look at what we've achieved together. And by that I mean myself, with you watching. This is solid. Like, this is not flopping. That's a serious stock. And I'm generally impressed. I don't know if this is the gibberellic acid doing its thing. The internodal spacing, that's the spacing between the leaf branches, might be a little elongated, but I have some others growing at the same time that seem to be about the same. I don't know. That effect of internodal elongation would be due to the gibberellic acid, but I'm not entirely convinced. Now, something odd is the floppy boy here. There's already been 2 sheddings of older leaves, and I think that's just what is going on here, although I haven't seen, like, this is, you ready? Crisp. I don't know why the ends are dying. If I'd had to guess, this blight resistant variety is potentially not that blight resistant. There's some sort of bacterial, maybe fungal infection. We don't know yet, but the new growth is very healthy, so it might just grow completely out of this and never be an issue. I could cut this off now, and I'm assuming this one would be next in line to be all poopy, but who knows? I've given it a little bit of fertilizer, and this should be the last time you see this not outside. I am going to potentially risk it all and grow it outside. If I see that it's not happy, I'll pull it inside again. But we'll see what actually ends up happening. See you soon. Oh, just dropped my massive pot that I use for my magnum plant here. Think about what I have accomplished with this amazing growth. Very nice, very healthy. Come on, let me show you something. You're gonna want to see. Oh yes. Oh yeah. 3 exquisitely perfect, 0 blemish tomatoes. This plant has never even experienced outside. Okay, let alone a single ray of sun. Because I'm too scared to let it get affected by any diseases or animals or small children or weather. So it's going to live here. Hopefully these ripen beautifully, don't get diseased or anything, and we'll check in maybe another month or two. I might have to cut the plant at some height before it gets too big for this room, and that'll allow these to ripen a little quicker, but you'll find out. Science. Science. It's science. We have success, but only partially. Let me explain why. When a single tomato ripens out of a cluster of tomatoes, it's most likely caused by something called blossom end rot, which is in turn caused by a calcium deficiency, which is almost 100% of the time not caused by actual deficiency of calcium in the soil, but inconsistent watering leading to deficiency of calcium in the plant itself. So let me show you. Here is the blossom end rot. There's actually some starting right here as well. So I've added some calcium, very soluble calcium, to the soil to hopefully quickly remedy this, but it's really due to the fact that this is in a pot and I can't keep it watered consistently because I left and went far away to where my tomato wasn't during this period. So it's unfortunate, but the upper tomatoes might have a more success. Let me show you. Kuza. 1, 2, 3 beauties, and on top of those, if you can see, even more coming in. So extracting. Do not damage the others. Extracted. It is a nice shape. As suspected, and this is good, it is the shape of what the description was in the original 1925 seed catalog, like a nice round globe, not too big, not too small, almost like a picture perfect smooth tomato, except for, all right, let's cut it, eat it. What do you think it's going to be? Gross? Not gross. Okay, I'll cut a slice through the equator, extract the seeds. I'm not going to eat them, obviously. I will put them on this ceramic plate to let them dry. I'll also not be eating that part, but I do really want to see the cross section. Ooh, juicy. Ooh. Okay, I'm more interested. Now, I'm not just some random dude who knows slightly more than average about tomatoes. I know too much more than average about tomatoes and have over 100 varieties in my seed collection, and I know if one tastes good or not, at least to my preference. Okay, Now, unfortunately, the best part of the tomato is this portion. The blossom end, which I can't really have, I have to extract, I guess we'll go with this. I have to have some of the full cross section in order to fully taste what's going on. But the gel around the seeds adds a level of acidity that helps the tomato taste good. So I'm gonna have to eat some of those unless I can extract it some other way. Okay, all together now. Oh, mamacita. Interesting. Okay, so very, very classic tomato flavor, if that means anything to you. I don't know. I'm gonna have another slice here. Hold your horses. I'm trying not to eat any seeds. That would be a travesty. Okay. Yes, that is good. If that was in a sandwich, okay, this is good. It's actually good. Now I want more. Oh, god damn. Oh, some salt, some oil or bread. Okay, so not mealy, 0% mealy. Decent amount of flesh to seed ratio. Too fleshy can get really mealy. Not enough of the seed gel makes it like too sweet, not that exciting. In my opinion, and I don't necessarily know if this is across the board fact, but when you see this whitish line and the marbling inside, I know I'm speaking like it's a Wagyu beef slice, that's kind of your indication, at least to me, that it's a very good tomato. Okay, so tomato seeds, extract. The blossom end rot doesn't really affect the tomato that much. Like externally it does, but in terms of flavor and size it does. Oh my god. Oh yeah. This is of interest, people. This is of interest. Okay, let me wash these. We'll dry these out. And hopefully they're viable. If not, wait till the next one. Welcome to the outside version of this plant. Now I have transplanted it. It seems happy. Hardened it off. Nobody died. Very nice. These two are very extra super duper ripe. I'm making sure the seeds inside are completely set for the potential of selling these very limitedly on my website. You can check that at the end of this video if there are some still available. I don't know how many I'm even going to get out of this plant, but there's two here. There's another one hiding up in here, and another one beside that, and maybe 3 or 4 more coming in. The season's not going to last too much longer, maybe another month, and by then maybe the blight will take over. We don't know. So this has been a big deal. This has been a really big deal for me, at least, as a lover of gardening and plants and antique things. This really kind of melds everything together. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's a little bit different than usual, but check the website if you're a tomato connoisseur. Science.